Hello everyone, I am back and I wanted to come on here and do a quick video showing you how to do a really easy way to make a flip-flop journal. This is per request kind of for Sylvia. So for people that don't have junk mail envelopes or just don't have the envelopes or is having a hard time doing the flip-flop journals with envelopes, this is for you. So I was trying to come up with a way that would be very, very simple to do a flip-flop journal. And I'm sorry about my dog. She is behind me in her little pen, and she wants out right now, and I cannot have her out or she will be all over the place. So she's gonna bark a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. But I was trying to find a different way that we could do this and make it a lot simpler. So I come up with something and it worked. So I'm hoping that this would work for you guys. So here's what I had made. And so here's the flip-flop journal. Now the only envelope I used was for the front flip here because I still wanted my front. Now you could even use just cardstock for this. You wouldn't have to have the envelope. But the envelope already had the flap, and so I wanted this flap here. So that's what I did. But as you can see, it's still the same exact base of a flip-flop journal. There's nothing different than I would have with envelopes. It's exactly the same. You still have your same spots. Like I would call them spines when I was talking to you guys, because you're going to initially use them as spines when you're sewing your signatures in. So and this is going to be a 5 signature. So it's exactly the same as you would use. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Now, I have a bunch of these that my son gave me a long time ago when he was at a job, and they didn't want them anymore. So it would be, I guess, similar, and I'm not sure. I guess they are, to just a regular large, I don't know, let me see, manila envelope. I don't even know if I have one here. Let me grab one real quick. I think they're bigger. They're bigger. So this one is actually larger, and I don't know if you can buy these in this size. I hope I'm in frame here. Let me move this. I can't see my camera. I've got my phone way up today, so I'm not hitting it. Oh goodness! See, and it's kind of trying to. Let me pull this up a little bit. Just there. Okay. So this is, as you can see, a little larger than a regular large manila envelope. So yeah, that's larger. So let me see the measurements of this one. I don't know if you can buy this size. It don't matter, I cut it down anyway. Did I cut it down? I think I cut it down. So this one is 10 inches wide and 12, it's going to be 13 inches long. So, and it wouldn't matter. You can always cut it down. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to cut this down anyway, because I'm going to cut down just, no, not much, but I'm going to cut some of this down here to make this straight. Cut this like little dip out right here. Here, Ellie. Here you go, baby. But anyway, I had them and I needed to use them. So I don't know if you can buy the larger ones or you can just use the smaller ones. Either way, you can just use, the large ones. It's going to work the same way anyway, because you're just making the size you want. It doesn't really matter. I don't believe it's going to matter. I just need to tear these off here. Well, this one I don't think I really need to tear off, because I'm going to cut it down, but I want it off there. And I've not had any trouble with these coming off until, there we go. But, okay, so I'm going to cut this down. Like I said, it didn't matter that I tore that one off, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this down where this is here. You see how that kind of goes in? I want to make that straight. So I'm just going to cut that and straighten this up. And then, Ellie, I don't even know. I do not know when it's even going to be. This is how I did it last time. I don't measure much. I really don't. I really don't. It's still like 12 and something. Because here's the 12-inch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like on this here. So it's not even 13 because I just cut that off. So we're looking at 12 and like 3/4 is what we're at. So, and I could cut it down and make it just 12 inches, but I'm just not going to. And it's probably going to work out anyway, needing that. So this is what I used here. And then I am going to, where's my thing here? Okay. So then we're going to cut, make sure I'm doing this right. Cut this open here. And I'm just doing it again, but a letter opener is the best. Just try to keep it straight line without messing up your pages like I just did right there. But that's okay. I can always, straighten it up with my paper. I did the other one the same way. It's always at the end where I mess it up. Because this is going to be, you have to have this for your entire flip-flop. So now you can see, we've got, just like when we put our envelopes together. If you remember, when we opened up our envelopes, we had all this long piece of paper with all of our envelopes. And so then we formed our flip-flop, okay? So now we have it right here. Hold on, baby. I'm sorry, guys. She is like 24/7. Oh, Mommy dropped it. Here. I mean, she takes up all of my time. Like, I remember watching, I don't even know what video it was or whatever, but somebody said they couldn't do nothing because they just had to take care of their puppy. And I was like, oh, for heaven's sakes, like, why would you have to put off videos and this and that and the other to take care of a puppy? Like, come on, it's a puppy. Oh, yeah, I know exactly why now, because I can't do anything. Like, I cannot get nothing done. I've had to put off my series of doing ephemera because of her. Like, I can't do anything because of her, because you have to watch her. She is chewing everything. She's chewed up our brand new furniture we just brought in, like, the week before her. She's chewed up my vintage furniture that looked brand new. I mean, she has destroyed everything in this house. So I have to watch her like a hawk. I mean, she's something else. She is so hyperactive, very, like, oh my goodness, sorry guys, I need that higher. So high energy. It's just, and of course everybody's like, well, she's feeding off of you, because I'm very manic. And so, that could be true too. She could definitely be feeding off of me. So, I'm going to give her some more of these. And then, okay. Now, I'm going to show you what I did. So, depending on, how wide you would want it. You might want to change this, but I did not go by width. I didn't do that. But you can definitely change this up. And now I'm going to probably forget how I did it. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Let's put my drink there. Because I made this. I know mine were, I think, 4. Because I ended up checking them at the end, 4 1/4 or something. Yeah. So they're like 4 1/4, which is a good size for a flip-flop. Now, if you wanted them 4 1/2, you could do that. But I kind of wanted them like 4 1/4. So if you look at your paper, well, and it's going to depend on what envelope you end up buying. You fold this piece here in half to meet here. Okay, like this. Let's see what this does. So we got, that's like 6 halves. So that would be 3. That's going to make, So that would make it too small. Now, how did I do this? Let me figure it out in a second. I wanted to see my, says 3. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, so I can't remember now how I did it. If I did the 3, 4. Okay, so the first page, and this is what we're going to do, is as I started with the very first page. And the first page goes like this. So we're going to, you don't go by the lines, because I tried to do that and it didn't work out. So what I did is I took the very first page, and you're going to decide what measurement you want. So if you want 4 1/4, or if you want 4, or if you want 4 1/2, you're going to take your paper and line it up with your ruler, or your, if you have like one of those mats, you can use that, and just mark it here. You know, you kind of odd is what I'm doing, but you can actually measure it. You can take, you know, your ruler, put it on here, and then mark it with a pencil. And I'm just going to iron mine, and then just fold it over. But you could actually, you know, measure your paper and, you know, Yeah, I'm not doing all that. So, because this is me. This is how I do it. So then here is my first fold. This is my front. So this is this right here. Okay? That's what this is. Right here. Okay, so now you got your very first flip. Now we need the flop. Okay, so we're going to turn it over. Right there. Okay, and now we're just going to make the next one. So you're going to take it and you're going to try to find your, you want to line this up here, and you want to try to get this even right here. You're not worried about all this. You've got this lined up here. I hope I'm in frame. Hold on. Okay. So this was the harder part for me because, you know, I'm keeping this straight here, but you want this straight here, and you don't want anything coming out, because I had, you know, some of mine kind of, and that one is right there. See, I did it again. And it, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but I don't know, I'm a little OCD about stuff like that, but I guess it's not gonna matter. It don't matter. Okay, there. So what I'm saying is, like, if not, you're gonna have like these gaps where they, see how that sticks out? You see that? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, now mine's gonna cover up because I have lace and I have all these ruffles. Okay, so you're not going to tell that little bit of whatever, but you know, it does bug me while I'm working with it. But anyway, I'm just trying to keep it as straight as possible, so you see what I'm saying. So now we did our flop. Okay, so now we're going to go back and do it again. So now we need to just turn it back over, and you're just going to keep doing this. Oh, I need to straighten that out. Now see here where I messed up, you're going to see a hole. That, don't worry about that, it's fine. But this extra that's sticking out, I do want to cut that off. But the hole, where the hole is, I hit that. Sorry. That's, dang nabbit. I've got to get that. I was so excited about this, but the way it is, the holder, it doesn't sit still. So if I hit it, the camera, well, it's the phone, but it bounces all over the place, and then that's really irritating. So I'm not real happy about that part, but I'll figure it out. I'm so excited to get the lighting and everything, and then that's kind of irritating. Okay, so hold on, baby. All right, flip, flop, flip. Okay, so now don't worry about, like I said, the hole there, because when you're putting your paper down, you know, decorating, as you've seen before when I did the video, you're just gonna, your paper's gonna line straight up. Like that, this is frustrating. And it's gonna, because of this, where I made that crease, it's making this very difficult to bend where I need it to bend. So, oh, it's the crease that's there that makes, get that bend out of there. It's not my bend, it's this part right here that's holding it together at the bottom. Gotta get that bend out so it'll fold over. That's the problem. So I'm just gonna kind of work it and get it to bend naturally. because it doesn't want to. That's a very thick piece, and then it'll fold better right there because it's got to fold in the middle of that the way it's laying. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna find. Just have to keep working with it because it just ended up right there. And again, we're just gonna line this up. I said a short video, but it's not gonna be a short video. But I just wanted to show you guys this. I think this is a, like a mirror, that's not the word I was looking for. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. I think this is a huge, it's going to be a huge help, but that's still not the word I'm looking for. Like, somebody might have done this, I don't know. But this is just what I came up with when I was trying to figure out how to help Sylvia. Because she was like, I have no envelopes, and then people kept saying, you know, how hard of a time they were having with flip-flop journals, and how they had watched some videos, and it was just like so confusing to them, and I'm like, okay, so that's why, you know, of course I did the series for Sylvia. My lands, I'm having a hard time right there. Okay. Bend. And, so, my gosh, I never had that much trouble before. I think that's why I had that crease in my journal. I am being really OCD about this. This is ridiculous. There, okay. Just fold it over, Lisa. Just go with it and make it work, right? Oh, that's better. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I was being so ridiculous. You'll know what I'm talking about. Let's see. That right there. When we make these, when you make these, that is what, see this big gap here, how it folds up? That causes a problem. Like, yeah, let me show you. Is it that one? Yeah. That's why that's like that. So if you see this kind of crinkling in my paper, and you don't see it here, you don't see it here, this crinkling is from where it was so hard I couldn't get it to lay down, and it's from that right there. So I'm going to cut this extra piece off, I think. Just this little sliver here. But anyway, so then you're going to fold it here. Now we're going to go back and do it again. And then, should I just hit that again? I forget now how many times I have to do this. Okay, so, I think actually we have to go all the way. So then you go again. Now you're going to go again to here. And you're going to have enough. But you have to use this piece to right there. And it's small, but you have to use it anyway. So go, if you want your 5 signatures, you have to use this piece. Okay, go ahead and fold it over too. That's good. Okay, make sure I'm right. Now, as you see, this is only, I'm still recording. Okay, this is only the, you know, 3/4 of a piece there, but you have to have it. So now when you're doing this, and of course most of you know this already, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. So when you're covering this page, you cover this whole page, and when you turn it over, you would take, I don't have any paper here. How do I not have paper here? Oh, there's a piece of paper. What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, I'll grab this. This is from Shabby Art Boutique. So you would take your paper, and you would sit it here like this, and then you would just fold it like this, and you're going to match it with this length here, and cut it here. And then you'd have it, you know, the exact length you want it. Okay? You know that, right? I mean, of course you do. And then you're going to fold over, and you would already have that full piece. So, now what I do is fold mine like this. I fold mine over, okay? And then the extra strip, if there, you know, if I need another piece, I put another piece. But there's never another piece because when I fold this over, I've already got a piece from the other side that has been folded over. And you've seen that in my in my series because I always fold mine over to cover every edge. I don't like these edges being bare when I'm doing these. Now, of course, everybody's different. You're going to decorate yours different. You might not want to fold yours over. You might just want to collage on each page separately. That's perfectly fine. But I do like to cover each edge. And so they're folded over. As you can see, each one here is folded over. Now, this one here is a Shabby Art Boutique one that I'm working on. And oh my gosh, the ephemera for it is just unreal. Like, I would never use that for this. I would never use it for 5 journals. Her kits are insane. The ephemera that you get, this one is Picking Garden, I think. And I have to use this. I cannot wait for you guys to see the cover. That this girl is going to be my cover. And it's just amazing. I'm so excited about the cover. But, I really wanted to do like a 3D cover, but with a flip-flop journal, you really can't do that because, well, I don't know if, I just don't think I can. It would just be too, I'm going to use it too much. Like, this is a journal I use every single day for, you know, a whole month, and I don't want to, Ellie, I don't want to, sorry guys, like, tear it up or whatever. Hey, baby. So, anyway, I hope that helps you guys. I hope that's something that you guys could use instead of the envelopes. I think this is going to be a very simple way to do flip-flop journals. And so there's your 1, 2, 3, and then you have 4, 5 signatures. It's the exact same thing. And then you just take your small envelope, which I don't think, I thought I had one sitting here for this purpose, but of course, you know, I got to do my video and it's not sitting here. But you take a small envelope here. Oh, good grief, there's one. Okay, just take a regular small envelope, whatever kind you want, and it doesn't have to be a, you know, a junk mail. Just get your regular envelope, and then just take the flap, put it here. Wherever you want, top, bottom, whatever, and adhere it, and there you go. And now when I do this, I do put it in my paper trimmer, and I trim this here, and I trim this here. So now this would be, like, you could also decide, now that you've got yours done, you can measure it and see what height you want it. You might want to do a small one. Okay, so, you know, you might want to keep it where it's at. You might want to do 7 inches. You might want to do 8. You might want to do whatever it is. So you just put it in there, and then you could just trim it right down. So I hope that helps you guys. I think this is like a, I don't know what I'm trying to say, groundbreaker. That's not the word, but I've got brain fog really bad. But yeah, I think this is awesome. And I hope you guys like this idea. I hope it works. If you guys try it, tag me on Instagram. Let me know and see, because I want to see what you guys do if you do this. If you do it on YouTube, oh, please let me know. I want to see your creations. I love to see when people make journals and stuff. I love your all's work. You guys are amazing artists, and I enjoy this community so much. So yeah, let me see what you guys make, and if you just try it, just let me know in the comments if you're going to try it or whatever. But I do have the series coming up where I'm going to be making ephemera for a flip-flop journal. And I don't know if I'm going to be making the ephemera for my journal and probably the giveaway journal at the same time. I told you guys I'm doing a giveaway journal, and it's going to be a flip-flop journal. I'm still doing it. I'm just running a little bit behind because I am redoing my house, taking care of a new puppy. Just a lot of stuff going on. But I'm still doing it, and it's in the works at the moment. So hang in there. It is coming. And I want to make you guys a really nice journal. You know, I want to do something like, you know, just like I'd have of my own. It's not going to be no, you know, little cheap looking thing. It's going to be a nice one just like I would use. So I'm excited about that. I want to get you guys something nice, and I want to make the ephemera and do the whole series, and then put that ephemera in the journal that one of you guys will win. So I hope you guys like this idea. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you all soon. Bye.